Freebird Games. That might sound familiar. And if it sounds familiar, that's because we've covered a game by them, 2 games by them, DLC by them. In fact, we've kind of covered this game by them. Hello everyone and welcome to First20 here on Stephen Plays. My name is Stephen George, I play video games, and every Friday it's the first 20 minutes or so of a game. You might be saying, wait, didn't you cover To the Moon on the channel? Yes. Yes, we did. Mallory and myself played through To the Moon on Stephen Plays, and if you're interested, you can watch that full playthrough. I'll put the link in the description below. The reason I'm back today with To the Moon is, for one, I love To the Moon. It was one of, I'd say at this point, it's probably one of my favorite games of all time. It's one of Mal's favorite games of all time. It was so inspiring to her that it was one of the first paintings that she did over on Mal Makes. It's a fantastic game, and guess what? It's just come out on iOS and Android. And this is kind of a big deal. For one, because it's going to reach a completely new audience. There's so many people that don't have access to computers, maybe they don't do a whole lot of computer gaming. They will now have access to playing this amazing title. But number 2, the game had to be completely recreated from the ground up in order to be ported to mobile. So the word port really is a misnomer there. It was recreated, and that means that we're going to get a chance to see basically like what changed. I mean, obviously we're moving from a 4:3 aspect to a 16:9 aspect, which is cool. Some of the graphics are going to be getting an upgrade. Everything's going to be running in, essentially HD. So this is a pretty big jump from the original, which is super, super cool. There's a company called XD Network that handled the port, in giant air quotes. Once again, they had to recreate the entire thing in the Unity engine. Now, I was sent a review copy of this game, and I'm very thankful for that. I know the company was reaching out to people that had kind of shown off the game originally, so the fact that they reached out to us means a lot to me. So if you've never played To the Moon and you don't know anything about it, then let this video be an introduction for you. Let this be, a first 20, I guess. To decide if maybe you'd like to play more, because it's available now on iOS and Android in the store, and you can try it out yourself. If you've already played the game, or if maybe you get the game and you play through it and you want to watch Mal and myself play through it, then you can go back down to the description below and check it out. There are tears. I will tell you that. There are definitely some tears by the end. It's a very touching game. The game came out way, way back 6 years ago, in 2011, and it won Best Story of the Year, and it was up against games like Catherine, Xenoblade Chronicles, and Portal 2. Yes, this game won a Better Story award than Portal 2. Not that Portal 2 is bad, but To the Moon was just that good. It's also very weird to be back here and to see this. Where were you looking, Neil? Well, excuse me for heroically evading that squirrel coming out of nowhere. Also, the game looks good. You ran over it anyways. What? You ran over it and hit a tree. Look, don't worry. It's a company car. Are you kidding me? The boss is gonna kill us. We'll just say I was saving a puppy. He likes puppies, right? He's more of a cat person. Why does the world have to be so complicated? Fine. Whatever furball he fancies. Crisis averted. Man. Good. Go write that on your report later. Let's grab the equipment from the car and move already. Alright, so once again, they had to completely redo the interface because now it's being played on, touch screens. So I just touch on the car, and now I have the equipment. Got the sucker. Let's roll. Work manual unlocked. Tap to view now. So I can click up here. And this is all new. Tap bookmark to view item details. So let's tap on that. Equipment. This box is incredibly heavy. Whatever is inside is surely important. We look at info here. We got Dr. Neil Watts, Dr. Eva Rosaline. Very cool. We have the generic things you can change. You can change the language, you can adjust the volume, And of course, report bugs, since this is still a very new release. In fact, I'm actually playing this in test flight, which is like where they send the betas out. So this game is available now, but it is still being updated. Tisk. Aw, come on. I crashed the car while trying to evade it. What more do you want? Well, not crash the car and evade it? That's asking too much. So I can just tap to go around here. And what's so cool is that the game obviously looks better. There's graphical improvements that are super noticeable. But at the same time, it's kept the feeling of the original. Like, for example, the sprites seem to be the same. It's the environments that look like they've changed. Putting up a sign when they live in the middle of nowhere is like asking to be robbed. Alright, so let's continue up here. Hey, wait, don't forget the car! Just wanted to see if you'd remember. That's a special car, the door's closed. How thoughtful of you. Alright, so let's continue up here. And we're ultimately making our way up to this this house. And the game starts, and if you don't know the plot, it's very mysterious even. Like, you're not even sure exactly what's going on. Who put a boulder here? Maybe it's their security system. Cucumbers. We don't have time for this fluff. Let's try pushing it out of the way. Well, maybe we could find a tree branch to jack it with... Wait. Or we could just call it a night and blame it on that. What do you want? Abort mission and go home. You do know that you won't be paid if we don't go through with it, right? I do need to fund an IKEA shopping spree soon. Let's push it by hand. Alright, on 3. 1, 2, 3. What was that? Not a boulder, that's for sure. Do we need to get going for now. We'll figure that thing out later. Right. Alright. Work log unlocked. So we now have a log here. Tap bookmark. And it says Chapter 1. And actually, it shows you all of these things that are going on. Why does the world have to be so complicated? There's a weird creature on the road. So it's keeping track of what's going on, which is pretty neat. Alright, so let's continue up the house here. Looks good. And... it's starting to hear the rushing water. Starting to get into the yard here. Man, yeah, it looks great. I think the thing I'm so excited for is the fact that people are going to be able to experience this game that haven't been able to. And also, I'll go ahead and throw it out now. This video is not sponsored in any way. Like, the company is not paying me to make this video. I just really enjoyed To the Moon. I'm super excited that there's a mobile version and more people can play it, and I wanted to make the video for that reason. Ma, they're here. So now... man, this is really neat. Not a bad place to retire at, huh? I could do better. Night shifts. Love them or hate them. You know the answer, you stupid owl. It's probably going to be another all-nighter, you know. I know. And I doubt they'd have any coffee. Shut up. And the ocean waves will sing lullabies. Not through your blathering, they won't. And your eyelids will... Don't forget the equipment, moron. Neil and Eva just... they pick on each other throughout the entire game, and it's great. I don't get paid enough for this. In we go. Alright, so now we're in the house. Dr. Watson, Dr. Rosaline, I presume? Thanks for coming on such short notice. That's okay, I tend to be bad at predicting deaths as well. Are you the patient's daughter? Oh no, I'm just his caretaker. They rushed along. And these are my children, Sarah and Tommy. It's not exactly a 9-to-5 job, so Johnny lets us live here. I suppose this Johnny is our man? Johnny? Listen, if it's a kid we're dealing with, I don't think we're the ones you want. Oh, no. He just prefers to be called that. He's upstairs right now with his medical doctor. Come with me. So the plot starts to unveil itself. Come on, grab that case and let's go. When my back breaks one day, I'll sue you with the insurance claim. Received equipment. Alright, let's head upstairs before I drop this. Okay, so now I can control them. We're gonna head upstairs. It's so cool because, like, when this game came out in 2011, like, it was made with RPG Maker, so, like, obviously they could not port that to mobile phones. With the newest version of RPG Maker, actually, you can actually just run on the phone, which is neat, but back then it couldn't. So it's just so wild that they recreated everything, and it looks so great. Okay, they're gone. Whoever gets there first gets to play the melody. No fair, you pushed me. Did not. Whatever, you get the boring 2 notes anyway. I gotta admit, it's actually really weird doing this video because, you know, whenever I did the original series, I hadn't played the game. It's blind to both Mao and myself. And, you know, it's... Now that I know what happens, it's all just... It's very interesting seeing it a second time. You're the one who said there was no time to waste, and incidentally, I'm the one who is carrying the weight of a small meteoroid. Yeah, come on. So we're gonna walk over here. Music plays a very big role in this game. Ready to set up? Let's look around first. Gee, you know, I think I'd like to carry this excruciatingly heavy object around some more. Thanks for asking, though. Talk to the medical doctor. I'll look over him, go ahead and set up. I don't think we can tap on him. Just kind of look around. There's a few different paintings. A painting of a lighthouse. Painting of a woman holding something yellow and blue. Painting of an animal of some sort. A casual painting of 3 people. Man, it's so weird. Like, now that I've played through the game, and the Let's Play actually was about 2 years ago at this point that we did it, but oh, it's so strange. Alright, so let's go ahead and set the machine down. Yes, it'll just be a moment. So we're going to set this thing up, and you'll get a chance to see what it is that Neil and Eva do. Are you sure a common household power outlet is sufficient? No worries, we're the experts. Oh crap. Standard procedures, just keeping you on your toes. There we go. How's he doing? Not so well. If I were to say, he's got just a day or 2 left. That's plenty of time. So you 2 can grant him any wish, huh? To try, at least. But we always succeed, because we're awesome. So, what's the wish? The moon. The moon? The moon. He wants to go to the moon. The geezers just keep on getting crazier, huh? So can you do it? Well, it depends. She meant to say yes. Why don't you tell us about our client here? That... I don't really know much. Johnny's an odd man. Through the 2 years that I've worked here, he rarely spoke. He worked as a craftsman for most of his life, and his wife passed away 2 years ago. I don't really know many details. I would have known more if I were his paperboy, for Pete's sake. Shush, just do your thing. Well, I suppose if you look around the house, you may find some more info. I suppose Johnny wouldn't mind, since he signed for you two. So be it. Alright, which one of us plays detective? Let's do Dr. Watts. I'll do it. I once played Sherlock Holmes in a High School Musical. I remember you playing Watson. Same thing. Just configure this. I got it started anyway. My children can show you around. They're probably downstairs at the piano. Alright, so now we're controlling Neil. Can look around and check out a few things. And I think the game wants us to go back downstairs. Wait, come back here for a moment. I have something for you. Oh? Here, take this. Patient monitor. That'll keep you updated on Johnny's status. I hope there's no self-destruct button. I seem to have a knack for those. So we have a heart monitor. So we can open this up and tap to view this heart monitor, which shows us basically how Johnny's doing. It's so cool because, like, you know, it's the same game. It's just, it's updated. And, like, there's these new things and new menu items. It's very cool. Kids? Hey, your mom told you to show me around the house. Okay, maybe we will. Maybe? I think we just need a little convincing, that's all. What do you think, Tommy? Yeah! Alright, let's talk. What do you punks want? We want $1 trillion. Or the candy cane Mom hides from us. Yeah, or that. What? There's a giant candy cane on top of a high shelf that we can't reach. It's in the kitchen. Mom put it there to save for when we do chores. Get it for us and we'll give you a tour through the house. What do you say? No, cut the crap and help. Sure, I'll go get it. You're lucky I don't want to walk up the stairs again, or I'd just tell your mother. The kitchen door's right next to the stairs. Now go. It's almost like some kind of terrible quest to get my night started. Alright, so let's go get this candy cane. There's that candy cane. It seems like I need some help to get this down. Perfect. Received candy cane. Booyah! It's like taking candy from an inanimate baby. Alright, so let's head back. Give this to these kids. Alright, kiddos. I was against a lot of odds back there, but I got the... It's probably a decade old and tastes like rubber, but you can use it like a walking stick. Alrighty. Alright, where do we start? I know! There's this funny room in the basement. I don't like that funny room. What kind of funny room? You'll see! It's weird. We need to get the keys, though. The old man hid it inside a book in the study. Alright, so we are gonna go get the key. This is the book room. The key to the funny room is in the thickest book on the upper shelf. So we're going to go find that book. Read passage. The Pilgrim's Guide to Origami, blah blah blah. Is this where the key is? See, there's another book. Maybe next time. There's the key. Got it. Man sure knows where to hide things. Alright, let's head back out here. Tommy used to throw books at me and call it a book fight. Until one day I threw one back and he needed a band-aid. That sounds violent. Just a bunch of books in here. They've nothing I don't know about, though. Alright, so now that I have the key, we should be good. We can open the funny room in the basement now! So let's head down to the basement. Maybe turn a light on. This is the basement. We play hide and seek here. Turn on the light before you trip over something. There we go. There's a locked chest. We used to find all kinds of cool junks here. Moldy books, moldy buckets, moldy cheese, you name it. Once we were down here and the lights were out and Tommy fell down those stairs. He chipped a tooth, but that's okay because he's ugly to begin with. Such wonderful sibling love here. So now we can open this locked door. It's like a cave in here. A stuffed toy platypus. What's a hideous little creature? Receive toy platypus. A broken music box. And there's just so many rabbits. I don't think I can interact with them. I think it's just to show me that there's a ridiculous amount of them. Did you see it? What do you kids know about all those rabbits? Nothing. The old man didn't want anyone to go inside, so we never told him. There's more of them, actually. Where? Inside the abandoned lighthouse. It's just beneath this cliff. Want to go see? I got the keys. Let me guess, you aren't supposed to go in there either. Hee. Remind me to never keep any locked cabinets around you two. So you want to go see the lighthouse? Well, it's rather windy outside, but let's go to the lighthouse. Oh, to heck with it. I'm Dr. Watts. Mere wind can't stop me. Come on, let's go kick some butts. All right. So I'm going to go to the lighthouse while starting to wrap up this first 20. I think this is a really good spot to end it. To the Moon is incredible. It is not an incredibly long game. It'll take you a few hours to complete, but it's beautiful, it's wonderful. The music is absolutely stupendous, and it is very touching. Just like when the music came in that last bit, when the music started to come in and they were talking about the rabbits, like there's so many emotions that just like come up through my entire body, and it's like there's part of me that almost wants to start crying because I know where the game goes. It's an incredible experience. And there is the lighthouse. We need to head south to the street and take the other path to get down to it. Yeah, I forgot my parachute. This seems like a really great place to end. Thank you so much for watching. To the Moon, as I said before, is available now on iOS and Android. It is really fantastic. We did do a Let's Play on it, but it's a game that is absolutely best experienced for yourself. So my advice would be to play it if you haven't, and once you're done, you want to see the reactions that Mao and I had to the game, then you can click the link in the description and watch through our Let's Play. There's also some bonus content that we covered. I do not believe it's available on mobile yet. They're little DLCs. They may be going to get ported over at some point. It's just kind of a little extra content after the end game, so maybe if you play the game yourself and you want to see what that content is, you can check that out on Steven Plays. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next week for another Steven Plays First 20.